8. Michael. Gabriel. Magalar abi sorar yaralıda. Alar onu da sonar oğullara. Gabul. De Gabriel. Gabriel! So, I'm about to speak about the goat and the sheep, which is Gabriel. This is the time when Michael showed up to Muhammad, and then he calls him Gabriel. You know, women, when I talk to them, I'm like this. You know, I'm like this. You cannot talk straight to one to the other because spirit is, they talk. So you do this so that the energy won't, you know. Mona, Mubo. Ay, hula. Hula ay sao na rồi mà. Shi 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 shi说说shi shi说了shi shi shi shi说了shi二十shi shi的。其实学自己是说是学校的是这从人是什么的老师的。Bulara. Dari sheep and the goats. Dugdung dara. Sheep and the goats, we call it dugdung dara. Dugdung dara. Dugdung, it's half sheep, half goat. Dara, goats. Meaning stink, you know. Goats is this or you know, like this. I say this again. This you call prophesying. Dugdung dara. Dugdung dara. See, the gecko knew. Dugdung dara means prophecy that are of your dead, your own gamble, you know, your own gamble. While Hudara means Mary you worship, Hudara, and in this end, who is the Hudara's beast? You false prophets. You call themselves my brides. You call themselves hell and death. You know, many to that. Sheep and the goat is incarnations. This is incarnations, sheep and the goat, which is written in Quran, is in 2558. In our book, it's 2556. But in their book, it is 288. Because we have many different books, women. You know, we have many different books. It's like this. The death, we have truce. Truce. The death, take lives of those who is up. We say times, who's up. And when you are protected, demons cannot get it. Because they are two is taking for you, demons and the hell. The hell is obedient, obeyed. They have work. While the demons of death is the one who steal your souls. They have always remembered there is two kinds of in the world, demons, devils, and spirits. We call it two. This, we call this two. I said the Allah is crying again, making me, like this. The Allah is crying again. As Allah women means halt. So, I am swapping my spirit women because this is a very, very like saw, S-E-W, like you use to cut logs, the sheep and the goats. I'm gathering all the nations that have been separated from people, from one to the other. A shepherd separates the goats. Who is this shepherd that separates the goats? The male women. Who is this male? From Adam. From Adam, dust of the earths and dust of the worlds. When you see worlds, avalanche, which is you call in other pronunciation, they say avalanche. Always look at different languages, not just to focus on your own, because that is sickly. This is about the incarnations from Eve and to go down to pay for it, and then after 15,000 years, per 15 years, you go back again. Usually, the souls before is they stay longer in the world because they reaches 1,000 years. They reaches 1,000 years. But in this end, since the world was cursed, it becomes this is women. I in front of my I am the normal way I am, because they are I cannot, they are men. When you say they are men, we fight. So sheep and the goats is about incarnations. This is about incarnations until you were extracted unto the blood becomes the purest, which is you've been separated since the beginning, since Adam. Adam unto Eve. And then Eve unto back Adam. Adam back unto Eve. You understand this, women? This is a symbol of, your incarnations. Listen to the gecko. He knew. This is symbol of your incarnations, for they were not married. You know, they were not married. And they were made for my Father, that once He fill us stars, because we knew already that in the end you will be calling Papa, you will be calling Papa, 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 which is, He was in here. You know? He was in here. So, when we knew that what's gonna happen, that's when I make it Adam. We have deeds so that even when father is far or mother is far, we can hug them. You know? It's the old saying says, let me love you from far away. You know what I mean? Let me love you from far away. I am fighting for my tears not to go down, women, because I just been crying. And they don't want to see it. You know, that is why they are, because when I'm in pain, when I am really in, like I said, I pierce my souls. You know, I pierce my souls, I cut my, all this, women, I do this. In spirit, which I feel. Why you call me Christ? Because in this flesh, what I do to my souls, I feel in my flesh. Like the nails on my this. I feel it, women. So, sheep and goats is about incarnations. Incarnations of why too, when I said that when I was hungry, people give me food. When I am thirsty, people give me drink. When I am clothed, when I had when I needed something, I clothed them. Because when I said when I needed something, means cloth. You know, I clothed them. When I was sick, I'm being looked after. When, all this, women, you visit me, all that, it's like that, the incarnations. Incarnations and reincarnations of my souls, of my, my souls. It's like I have these souls in this end, but was given because it was, like I told you, lotus of flower, which is red and black and white. You know, red and black and white. Because I am myself is pale. You know, pale. Which is, I told you, infrequent, it was a white, pure lotus. You know? This sheep and goats is symbol of reincarnations and re-inking into abode of, from one to the other, flesh to flesh, for extractations and for you to heal. You know? To heal when like, when my angels is around you, you feed them. When they are hungry, they become like the poor on the street. That is how you feed my angels, women. That is how you feed my angels when they are like a sample when an old man hope into the body. You know, what I talk on the fast food in the morning when he's got nothing to eat. I was going to get some dough in and then he was sitting by the steps and then said to me, "Can I have some coins for coffee? I have not eaten yet," he said. And then I was with the children that morning, so I told them, you know, despite of his looks, women, I said to him, "Come." I took him with us, and we eat together. I was just watching them because those times I cannot eat meat. I let them eat. You know? I let them eat. And then when he was finished and full, I waited for them. It was my father. You know? This is to the reason why I make it Aida. So that everyone can look after one another. You can look after your fathers, that me and yous. I hated it, women, when you ignore anyone. Especially when they look like greasy. See? Dage ko nyo. For the Spirit knew what's in me. Women. They knew what's in me. This is why too, women. The sheep and the goats at 34. Thus, those who have come and have been blessed by my Father will take your inheritance at the kingdom of heaven. That things you love. That things you love the most. You know? Because the thing you love the most, women, is what you are before in heaven. That is the thing you love the most, women, what you are before in heaven. Not because of our colors, but because of our loves from one to the other. You understand? For when you look after those of my and has my spirits, not cursed, you are also looking after us. You know? It's like when we are hungry, you feed me. When you are thirsty, I feed me. Because you are me. You understand? Whatever you did for one of the least of my souls, you did it for me. Whatever you did for my souls, you did it for me. This is why I said I knew my sheep. For from the beginning, it was you being extracted to carry on the work of God, since from Eve, when you were inside of the abode, then you come out. Your spirit comes out here, and the flesh comes out down there. Because your spirit stays here for your souls. And when the souls are not pure, you carry on the work of God until it becomes extracted. Until it becomes extracted to become hollows here. Because whatever you did for my least, this you did not do for me. You did it for my Father. You did it for my Father. Why? Those souls that you have help, teaches, we say it that way, teaches. They are to you are strangers, but to your spirit, they are your brothers. To your spirits, they are your kinds. They are your kings. But those who are doing things just for, it is incompetence. Like those who are, you want to send books to countries for countries, you want to send help to countries for countries. How can they survive from the endurance if you keep doing so? How can they learn love if you keep doing so? You think because you help them, not knowing that they were punished that way because they were my killers in the before time. That they were becomes what they are, for they were punished. That is waging war against me. You are going through into something for you to know that there is God. You think because you help this country, because they are this, they are that, you become prey. Women? There are many in front of you. There are many in front of your people around you that needed sackcloth, around you that needed a home, that are on the street, yet you help somewhere else. It's like you are trying to clean someone else's lag when you yourself in your own country full of it. You cannot solve your own country's, problem, yet you are trying to solve in somewhere else's problem. Help your own people. Let the others bury their dead. You understand this, women? I was a stranger and you did not invite me. I needed clothes and you did not clothe me. I was sick, but you ignored me. Those I am telling you on the street, in your own home country, sitting on the road. You cannot even look after them. Yet you want to look after someone else's country. Let them bury their dead. That is the meaning of that. Let them bury their dead, or let them bury their dead. Look your own eyes in your own place. For it is thy neighbor. It is thy neighbor. Just as I am here in this place to look after in this place, for this is my triangle. You get that, women? Triangle, women. You know, like this, like this. We call it triumph. That is why you men, you are trying the righteousness of your own selves, which is, it is not and will not do you any. Women, look after your own selves. Why are you looking after someone else's legs when you yourselves are full of it? That too is, I'm talking about those poor in your own country that's sitting on the road with nothing, no roof on their head. You know? The dogs you're throwing away from here and there. You have this own problem of your own people. This is your own lags in your eye that you are looking to somewhere else. You know? The speck of your eye is right in front of your eyes, yet you want it. You look at some, you know, like this. There is that, women. Another to it. Just like looking at the sins of others when you yourself can't see what you have done. For only you knew is of this end, not of the eternal. What you've been through life. The sheep and the goats. If in the other lifetime you were the black sheep, or you were a goat, a stinking soul, or, you know, that is what it is, women. You look after at someone else's, but your own place you can't. There is dogs being thrown. There is babies being thrown. There is children's needed a home. There is old people needed a roof. You can't look after them. Yet, you spend billions to other humans. Where is your mind have gone to? For women, the place where you are in is your own neighbors. In here, women, not go and give them something when there is poor in your own country like this, like that. You know? Women, I was in abroad making that, this, that. I look after those that is in me. Whoever needed help in there, that, you know, that I am a stranger to them. When they ask me, right in my eyes, when I see it's a test, I give. Test, women. You know, like those times before I receive it my truth. They test me do that again, these angels, little things. You know, I love them. Because women, that is their way of saying, we've been looking for you. You know? Yet what you do, world, you help other countries but not of your own selves. The lugs, the speck in your eyes that you look at someone else's. You know? Look after your own selves. Meaning to say, not literal self women, but those around you on the streets that you see with nothing. That is why the word become lazy, does not work because they just wait. They don't think because they just wait. You know, women? Wise. Let them endure, for before time they wear and husband into death. Being. I said that already, women. You know? So that's it, women. The story of the sheep and the goats. You know? The story of the sheep and the goats, the separation of extractation throughout incarnation. Why you have incarnations? To extract your soul's frequency. And those who do not believe this are out of heads. Go find it. They say, go find it in Bogota. Go find it in Bogota. Because that is probably where your places are. Schools. You know? That is the reason of incarnations, the sheep and the goats. Incarnations to extract the frequency of your souls. To become purest of the pure. I become Lama Sabasyanis. From goats. Why goats? Because through me, I cleanse the earths. You know, women? A pure, that no one can take my life, for I have no names. When I say I have no names, women, I am the cycles. Your names is, once was, mine. I'll give it to you every time I incarnate. Cycle as giver of life. Cycle as knowledgeable. Cycle to become wisdom.